Oh, you didn't hear me?
No, you were an alien or whatever.
Shoot. God dang it.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys know the story to it, but exactly. I've been a coach for 2.5, almost 3 years. I didn't really join for the fitness aspect of it. I really joined just to stay relatively healthy. I've always been skinny. Skinny doesn't always mean healthy though. But I have never, ever, 21 days completed a 21-day program. I've completed the 3-day refresh, but the 21-day fix, I have only done 18 days of, and I also drank on the weekends. And I have half-assed, to be very transparent, I have half-assed the majority of every workout, not the majority of it, but I've half-assed a portion of the workout. Either it was the containers, I didn't really stick to them, or the workouts I did it maybe 18 days, or I drank on it. So I am committed, and I have made this decision for my business and for myself to commit to MBF for at least the first round, 100% on the containers, no alcohol whatsoever, which to me is a big deal, and doing the workouts regardless of what happens. Like, if I'm in the hospital, I'll have to double up on the workouts. It's the only thing that it could be. Like, I am so committed to this program because I've never done it for myself. And I also feel like Georgiana always says it, and all the top coaches always say, you have to. The first thing that you need to do is believe in these programs. And I do. I believe in the program, but I don't have a before and after to show anyone. I don't have a single before and after. I have 3-day refresh before and afters, which gets me lots of customers, but I don't have anything like that. So for me, I'm super, super into this. So I have been so motivated about it. And I want to figure, hi, Chase. I really want to start talking about that because I feel like people are also scared to start something or commit to something because they feel like they have to go 100%. But for me, it's been a 2.5-year journey that I have continued. I've never really fallen off of it, but I've never been 100% in. So I think that people also need to hear the real life of it, that, you know, I've been able to maintain my weight. I've been able to get to my goal weight and maintain without having to be super obsessed with what I was doing. But this time around, I do want to see the results. So I'm loving MBF, and Lori just announced something, and I want to talk specifically to Jen and Julia about this because I know there was a question in our separate group. You guys had asked about what to do about people who want to buy a challenge pack and they're not coaches, they're customers, so they can't buy the MBF challenge pack until the 27th. So what Lori suggested today, I saw it in Flawless, great idea. You can sign them up because it's free. I think they can do Clean Week for free. Is that right, Georgiana? They can do Clean Week for free. Something about Clean Week was free, and it's Megan because she's the creator of MBF. They could do it for this following week, this coming week. You can get them into that so that way when the 27th does come and they can buy the MBF challenge pack on the 27th, they could start right up with it with everyone who's starting on the 27th.
Okay.
Am I making that? Did I read that wrong?
I don't know. I didn't see it yet. It's in Flawless Empire though. Maybe we could just tag each other and then we could look at it. See.
So I thought that was a really great idea.
Wouldn't they have to purchase? Sorry.
I think that would be with the free trial, maybe? I'm not sure.
Because wouldn't they have to purchase, like if they purchase Clean Week,
it's really
then they'll have to purchase MBF, right?
When is the 27th? What is it now? We're on the 20, like
21st.
Monday.
So it's Monday.
Yeah.
That's really not that far away. They don't even have time to do Clean Week.
Yeah.
Unless what we could tell them is like, if they want to wait until, because our group is doing it. So the group that we're in right now, we're doing it again August 10th with customers. So like right now, the group, am I sounding like a robot or am I okay? Because I changed my Wi-Fi. I'm good. Okay. So right now it's a coach only group, whether it's discount coach or working coach, doesn't matter, but everybody's a coach. But then starting the 27th, when we can send out share carts for MBF for customers, that group of people, we're all going to start together on August 10th, which is going to be great. So what we could tell people to do is like, while they're waiting maybe to do MBF, they could do Clean Week if they want. Or they could do any of those week programs. Or are you saying a free group? I don't know. Maybe it's something
No, not a free group. But if they sign up for the free bod, the free 2-week trial or whatever it is, they kind of get a feel from Megan because it's Megan who does it. So like if they're joining because they want to do MBF right now for this week, if you really want to get them, like you want to get them to sign up to something, not even that they're paying for it, but you want to make sure they stay on board for the next week, you could say while you're waiting, and here's a kind of easier sample, like she shows you all different sample workouts. This is the trainer. It's amazing. You would be able to get a first glimpse in the trainer. They would sign up for the
great idea.
trial of BOD, and then when the 27th comes in a week, then they would sign up for the official challenge pack.
And you know, that could work in the future too. Like, let's say somebody, even after the 27th, I feel like that's something that we could say for anybody that's curious about MBF or Megan, they can do a free trial in like August, September, like anytime before December, because it really doesn't hit BOD for everybody till December. So anybody can that's a great idea. Anybody can kind of check it out and do it that way. That's cool. So, all right. So that's great pieces of information. I appreciate that. So I had the Diamond Mastermind call that we have on Tuesdays, and I want to share with you guys a lot of the stuff that we talked about was all about Team Cup. And I don't know if you guys heard the National Wake Up Call, but I really loved what the coach on there said. She's a successful coach for sure, and she's hit goals, but you know, she was very transparent and said, like, my business is very like up, down, up, down. She said that she went in 1 year from an Emerald coach to a 5-star Diamond elite team coach in 1 year on the heels of what happened from Team Cup. So like Team Cup was that big boost that she needed. And then it wasn't like it was just Team Cup. Obviously that momentum had to continue, but that's where it started. And she just went with that momentum and it just blew her business up. So I just think, like, when I heard that, I was like, wow, that could be anybody on our team right now. Like, that could be Carrie Danielle, Shanna, it could be Jen, it could be Julia, it could be any of you guys. Like, you guys could have a fight if you wanted to. And I'm just like, wow. So anyway, so we were on the Diamond Mastermind, and we were talking about Team Cup, and we were like, how do we, have our coaches understand Team Cup and get them on teams, especially if they're newer coaches and they maybe don't know things. So Jen Chalker had said something really interesting, and I believe, Julia, you may have already saw the post, but I'm not positive. So, and I did a post in the Shine Sisterhood just about, 3 or 4 hours ago. It's a poll that I'd like you guys to answer when you have a second. It was a poll that I put up based on what Jen Chalker said she did with her team. And this is what she did. She said, Team Cup's not for everybody. She goes, but we want to match the goal of the coach with, oh, I see the ice cream thing. I'm looking at the chat. They keep popping up. I'm stuffing my face with ice cream. So she basically put a poll up in her team page of like, what the coaches want their goals. Like, do they want to help 5 lives? Are they committed to helping change 5 lives in the month of August? 3 lives? Do they kind of want to do Team Cup for fun, but they're really not committed to it? Are they not interested at all in Team Cup? Or are they already committed to a team? And then what I wanted to share with you guys is I thought that if we could all just answer that poll, there could be multiple things that apply to you as well. It might not just be one thing. So whatever it is, just answer that. And then what we can start doing is start looking in our Shine Sisterhood for ways that we can kind of group together. I know that Elena already has a team with Shanna, so shout out to Shanna. They're already on a team. And what they did, which I thought might be fun for us to do as well, once I kind of see how the poll lines up. Elena, when we went to our summit dinner, which I want to talk to you guys about too, so don't let me forget, I want to talk about summit. But when we went to our team dinner the other night, Elena said what she did was, I don't know if you girls are familiar, but there's a great Facebook page called Boss Babes Mastermind. So in there is just so many great visuals from coaches. People share so much stuff. I think all of us are in there, but just in case you're not, or you're listening to the recording, you definitely want to check that page out. But anyway, there is a thread in that page where they say, let's get some team cup teams together. And what Elena did is she went to that thread and she found a team. But what's really cool is everybody on the team has a different rank and is at a different point in their journey as a coach. So like one of the coaches is a star diamond. One is a diamond. One is like a ruby or like a seasoned emerald. One is a newish kind of emerald, and one might be a newer coach. So it's kind of nice that they have somebody from each of the categories, because I feel like that really helps for a lot of growth, you know, with a lot of people. And you have to think about all those coaches, and they're not necessarily all in the same downline. So to me, that's kind of a really cool way to like come together as a community, make some new friendships. It may start up success partnerships with some people that you find are on the same level as you, because, you know, if you don't have a success partner yet, I'm in the works. I've had a few different success partnerships along the way. We could definitely talk about that more if you want information about that. But success partnerships is kind of like dating. It's really hard. It's hard to find. But anyway, I thought it would be really good to kind of see where everybody is with Team Cup. But Team Cup is really just, I wish every month could be Team Cup month. Like you can win cool prizes, which is nice. But what it does is it really like, it gives you like another level of accountability to your business that I think is just, I don't know, for me, if I have the right team and everybody's really fired up and motivated, like it gets me more motivated to do the stuff. And like when other people have success, I want to have success. So I would love to get some teams together, some Shine Sisterhood teams. I was already thinking, like, I don't know if Julia has a team yet or if Jen has a team yet, but like we could find people either in Shine Sisterhood or maybe in that Boss Babes group. So we could kind of look at that a little bit later in the week when you guys answer the poll. The other thing I wanted to talk to you guys is about Summit, and I wanted to give a shout out because Jen Fitz, without her even realizing it, is on her way to earning a free ticket. So what's really cool is if you get successful 3 out of your first 6 months as a coach, you earn a free ticket to Summit. And Summit, guys, I remember I did not earn a free ticket. I didn't know that was even a thing when I was starting as a coach. But you want to be there. You definitely want to be there. Even if you're like wishy-washy about the business or you're like not quite sure. It's a life-changing experience. There's nothing like it. There is no way to put into words what the experience is like. Like the relationships that you get with people, the trainings that they have you guys in, the stories. Okay, I'm getting goosebumps now telling you this. Like the stories you hear of people, the hardships, the success stories that came from like, you know, oh my God, you guys, I cry almost every day at Summit, just listening to these people's stories and like what they come from and what they overcome. And then the training is like, you have Kendra Hall, who's like a renowned author. We had Rachel Hollis one year, Brenda Burchard. Like there's people, John Maxwell spoke at one of the summits. I wasn't at that one, but it is just, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. You have to go. And really, honestly, like I don't get to travel that much, like at all. Like, so it's definitely something that I look forward to for that reason. But for me, we don't have money. The reason I don't travel and we don't vacation is we don't have the money for that. Like I don't have the money to be traveling. And this is a way that I'm able to afford it, because the way that we do it is like, if you earn a free ticket, that's great. So there you go. That's 150 or whatever, how much dollars that is for free. But even if you don't, like you usually wind up, you get the ticket first. So that's okay. It's 150. 150 doesn't hurt. You know, it's okay. You can do like 150, you know? And then what we do is everybody who's going, we all go in like a pod together on like Facebook where we all message each other and we set up the hotel room. And Carrie Danielle, she's so amazing with that. And she works with one of our Team Crush coaches, Arlene, who is amazing. She's like the organization queen. You know, you're in really good hands with Arlene. And they help set up, like they book the rooms for us. And then we give a deposit. And then like 3 months later, we give a little bit more money. And then 3 months later, we give a little bit more money. And then we get our plane ticket, like in March when it's the cheapest. And that's a little bit more money. And then by the time you go, everything is paid for. Your ticket's paid for, your airfare is paid for, your hotel is paid for, everything is paid for. So by the time you go, all you're paying for is food. And for me, I don't drink. You're only paying for yourself, and you can bring bars, you can bring Shakeology, you can bring stuff to make it like, I bring snacks with me too, to make it like more affordable. So like I'm only really eating out like a lunch and like, a dinner, it's like, it's really not that bad. If I can afford it, I feel like anybody can afford it. So, and it's just the most amazing experience. So hopefully you guys are all going to go. Like I want our team to just show up and just be together. Like it's just, yeah, go ahead. Go, girl. Go.
You were turning into a robot just at the perfect time so I can talk. One thing that I didn't know my first year that I went to Summit can be written off on your taxes as a business expense. So you can actually use your ticket that you purchased, your flight, your hotel, your food, everything for Summit. It is a business travel vacation. So you can write all of that off on your taxes. A suggestion that one of the top Beachbody coaches made once is to get a credit card that you use just for Summit. And when it comes to filing your taxes the next year, everything that you have record of for that one credit card is all Beachbody deductible things that you can use. I haven't done it. I got a credit card and then I use it for other stuff, but that's perfect. You can write off all of the travel for Summit, any expense that you have there.
Yeah, I'm hoping I'm not a robot, am I?
No.
Okay. So what I would like to recommend, just to spin off on that and piggyback that, what I did, and I didn't do it when I first started, but I wish that I had, but I do have one now. I actually have a separate bank account that has a debit credit card that I use just for Beachbody. So all my earnings go in there, my earnings and Mike's earnings, they all go in there in that account. All my Beachbody expenses, my BOD membership, my Shakeology, everything comes out of that account. And then also anything like Summit related, anything like that. And then it makes it really, really easy because all I have to do is look at my bank statement. And I actually also include my cell phone in that because my cell phone, so I pay for my cell phone. There's a couple of things I use that account for that aren't Beachbody related. Like I use the account for Nora's drum lessons, but that was more for me to be able to see like, wow, this makes me feel good that I'm paying for Nora's drum lessons with my Beachbody money. Like, so that was just something that I did. But like when I do my taxes, I would know not to really include that, but everything else is pretty much Beachbody. So I think it's a good idea to do that, because it helps you to see like, all right, well, I'm making enough money to cover my products because all my products are paid for every month and it's not coming out of my account that I have, with the other family account or whatever. Am I a robot? Oh, shoot.
You're good.
You know what it was? Mike called in. I declined his call. Oh my gosh. All right. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the Summit. I wanted to talk to you about that. And then the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about, and this is just, I wanted to bring it up to the table to see what you guys thought. And this is just kind of the initial phase of it. And then we could take it further if we decide we'd like to do it as a team. I was talking with a friend of mine who just finished up the 3-day refresh. She had great results. She loved it. And when she signed up, she was signed up as a customer. She didn't sign up as a coach. And when she did that, I presented, as I do with everybody, I presented the option for her to sign up as a coach. But she's like, you know what? I don't think I'm going to be getting anything every month. So I'm just going to sign up as a customer. I said, okay, great. We can revisit it before you get your next shipment. Let's revisit it and see where you're at. And if you change your mind, we could always change it over to the coach account and you can get that 25% off. Okay. So now we're talking about it. And the thing that she wanted to do, she loved the 3-day refresh so much that she actually wanted to, she was considering getting it monthly. She's like, I want to do this every month. Like, I feel so amazing. And I'm like, well, if you really think you want to do it every month, you might want to get that coach discount because you'll get it for 25% off every month. And then she's like, oh, I don't know, about, she's, I get like most people, like just, she's not sure, just isn't sure if she wants to commit to that. So then we got into talking about Shakeology, and I was talking about just, when I talk about it with everybody, and I was saying like just how great it is and how you really feel the benefits of it when you do it consistently over time, when you don't take any days off and you have it for 30 days. Like, oh, you know what? I'm thinking, we had such great success with that 3-day refresh group. Would you be interested in doing a 30-day Shakeology challenge? Like where you would change nothing else. She does Weight Watchers. I said, just keep doing your Weight Watchers. If you're not working out, don't work out. If you're working out, work out. Like whatever your norm, everything else the same. And just add in Shakeology. How you feel. Maybe you'll poop better. Maybe you'll have more energy. Maybe you'll cut down on cravings. Maybe you're going to lose 10 pounds. Maybe just changing Shakeology. She's like, oh, I would totally do that. I'm like, okay, great. If you decide to do it, I definitely think that will be the indicator whether you're going to be getting Shakeology every month and you want to sign up for the savings. So then I was thinking, I think there's a lot of people in our Rise Up group right now, and just people in general, that maybe need a little Shakeology challenge where they're maybe they're struggling with meal prepping, or they're struggling with there are other parts of their nutrition, or they're struggling with getting their workout in every day, but maybe they're willing to commit to a shake a day. And a lot of people in our group probably have a surplus at home right now, so it may not even cost them anything. I'm just wondering if we would think about, I really think I want to do a 30-day Shakeology challenge. There's a challenge guide for it in our Beachbody On Demand, not Beachbody On Demand, in our Coach Online office, in the challenge guides. There is a challenge guide for it. I'm thinking about maybe starting with Rise Up Project and seeing if anybody would want to do it there. And then we could always work ourselves out from there and invite on Instagram, invite friends, invite new people, whatever we want to do. But I was thinking Rise Up would be a good place to start. And then I was thinking, all right, well, what platform would we want them on? I love Facebook groups, but there's 1,000 of them, and we're getting overloaded. We've got the free, which will be another one coming. So I was thinking maybe we'd want to do something like this in bod groups. And I don't know if you guys know this, and I don't know how much time I have left, but I want to let you girls know that if you register for Team Cup, and I think if you have a bod group open, you're going to get discount codes to give to new customers. I think you have to be signed up. That's what I wanted to let you girls know. If you have to be, hold on, I wrote it down. I just can't find it. I don't know. I think it's like if you register for Team Cup, here it is. You'll get promo codes. You'll get all the promo codes. So which Beachbody, it's like an incentive to sign up for a Team Cup. So just signing up for Team Cup, that means for August, you're going to get in your email, you'll get an email with individualized promotion codes that you can send to new customers, which is great. So as you're talking to new people for either, if we do a Shakeology challenge, something like that, or the Rise Up group, or MBF, or whatever, if they sign up with you, you could say, hey, I have a special code that I only get 3 of them. If you want, I'd be happy to give you one. And then you would have those. But the only requirement, I think, is to be signed up for Team Cup. But I was thinking about what platform, if we wanted to do a Shakeology challenge, not everybody would have to do it, but we would run it similarly to how we've been running all the other shared leadership groups. And I just thought it would be great because honestly, I feel like if people get on that 30-day challenge and they have an amazing transformation, we're going to have a lot of new coaches on our team. Because there's going to be a lot more people who are going to want Shakeology every day, and then are going to want the discount. So I just think it's a great place for growth, and I think it's a great place for us to I don't know why I never thought of it. Why didn't I ever think? I mean, it's just kind of crazy the way things unfold that way, but I just thought it would be really cool, and it could help a lot of people. So we could kind of, if you think that's a good idea, I could put a poll up in the team page too, and kind of see what you guys think about that. But I was thinking we could do something like that maybe for August. So that's pretty much all I really wanted to share with you guys. I'm trying to see, I'm going to look over my notes. Does anybody have anything that they have questions about? Volume? I don't know how much time we have left, but
we have 10 minutes. I have a couple notes to go over here. So I'm trying to pick something out of my tooth. It's disgusting that I keep doing that. August is coming very, very quickly. what is today, the 21st? So I wanted to just very briefly talk about August calendar, maybe pick the date that we're going to start to invite people to the coach mentorship, because I know that Jen has somebody she may have interested in doing it, as well as like just so we have the dates down for August, and then pick the date that we're going to start our free group. So the way we have been doing it is the first week of August, which would be the 3rd, would be when we can start adding people to the free group. Is that too soon? And then it would be the yes. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
yes.
That sounds perfect. Yep. I have it actually written out. I brought my calendar when I knew I was going to be in the car. I was like, oh, let me get my calendar. So the 3rd sounds perfect.
So depending on what works for the team, 8/7 would be their kickoff call, right? That's their first kickoff call. I don't know what day of the week they're going to end up picking, if it's going to say, I know right now you're doing yours on Sundays.
Yeah.
But it would be that weekend,
I think
so 8/7.
Yep.
Kickoff call.
And Shanna, I know Candace is on, is a coach under you. I don't know if she's just discount for now, but if she ever wants to, she can join the mentorship if she wants to. No pressure.
So that means the 3 weeks of the actual coach mentorship will be the week of the 10th, 17th, 24th. So on the 28th would be like their final hurrah, congratulations, you've done the 3 weeks of coach mentorship, yada, yada.
I'm listening.
So then I don't know if we also means that we would like to have them, oh, it's listening random here. Do we want to do the free group on the week of the 17th, which would be the 2nd week that they're in coach mentorship? Or would we like to do the free group on the 24th, which is their final week of coach mentorship?
I think the 17th is good, right?
I agree with that. No, I agree with that, because I feel like if we do get any potential customers that are in the free group, if we do it the week of the 24th and we finish on like the 28th, that's really, really short timing to transfer them over to customers. So I think that the potential always is for these free groups to be getting us new customers. So we want to be able to do that turnover. So I think week of the 17th for the free group.
I think that's perfect. And then plus it allows the new coaches to start inviting, because remember that 3rd lesson or whatever it is inviting. And so then it's like, don't worry, you have this. It's a nice, easy thing to invite to. It helps them build their confidence. So I love having it that week.
Also, Labor Day weekend is the 28th. People may not be home. Yes, I totally agree. Yeah, 17th. Let's do it. Okay, so August calendar is done. Once we get the August challenge guide information, I'll create the calendar and all that kind of stuff, so we all have the dates, and I'll update that in Shine Sisterhood. One other thing is we did Spirit Week this past week, and there was actually 2 people who did it all 5 days, but then I spun a little wheel and Anne-Marie won, and we said that we were going to do an Amazon gift card. I think we originally said that it was going to be between us 4, not including Shanna. We were going to split it between 4 ways, right? And then we were going to give in whoever the winner was at the time, Amazon gift card.
Yeah.
Is what we
I'll
said.
Venmo
so,
you. Are you sure? I feel bad. She's sure. It's up to you. I'll Venmo you.
I just need her email address to email her the Amazon gift card.
Choppy?
A little bit, yeah. So that was it. So that was really fun. I liked doing the Spirit Week. We'll see if there's
I
one
can
in
do
the
it for you if you want to feel
August.
that. She did good.
I guess she's going to get her daughter. Does anybody have any questions or any other stuff that either they're struggling with inviting, or questions about what to do for something, or questions on MBF, questions? Oh, one other thing. I'm mute Georgia because she's all wonky. Last year after Summit, Georgiana and I attended Summit, and there's amazing announcements that they made. I don't know if everybody has seen all of the updates, but new programs that are coming out. They announced that the limited edition Shakeology flavors are coming out again. There's a lot of great information. So what Georgiana and I did last year is we did a little live. Her and I went live in the Rise Up project. And we just announced all of the fun things that they talked about at Summit, just to kind of create hype for stuff that was coming up. Kind of like, we didn't go live after, no, I went live after Super Saturday this year, and I talked about Bevy and I talked about other announcements. It's really good just to keep everyone in the loop. Us as coaches, we know the good stuff that's coming out, but some people may not know about the prenatal bar thing, or pre and postnatal bar. This is going to be up. I think it's sometime in August that it's going to be just on Beachbody On Demand for everyone. Nobody has to purchase it or get anything else to it. So there's like really, really great information and stuff that they're bringing. The meditation group, the running group. So we should definitely be talking about those things in our stories. Excuse me. We can also start dropping some breadcrumbs on these kind of things. Like make a post about running. I know that Elena was doing a 100 miles in 100 days running group. So now that would be a perfect segue for her to invite anyone who's in that group, or talk to them saying, oh, did you hear we're coming out with a running program, to give them information on it. We could start doing, for myself, I tried doing some running. I don't really run, I just walk. But I could talk about how I did like running, and I ran a 5K and I ran that 10K and I liked it. And there's a new program coming out that I want to get into, just to kind of, again, start talking about creating that engagement on stuff and talking. You guys are moms. I'm not a mom, but like, talking to your mom friends, talking to them, people who you know are pregnant, talk about their pregnancy plan and if they have a plan for after for their bodies. Like I know, think of Morgan Butler right now, who's pregnant. She's like about to pop and give birth any single day. And she has so many pregnant followers, I'm sure. And now she, as the cards have laid, now she has a brand new postnatal workout program that she can share with all of her pregnancy mamas. So I think that it's really good to start connecting with people. I love that it's about other things, pregnancy and running and different, other than just who wants to work out. Like it's really focused. And the meditation's awesome. I think the meditation is going to be something that's just on Beachbody On Demand also. I don't think that that's an additional thing. I think that that's just going to be on BOD. So I think we should try to start talking about that stuff and Rise Up and tell all of our challengers about that, as well as, you know, start sprinkling those breadcrumbs in your stories. I think is really good for our future sales and stuff when people have interest in that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, guys, for jumping on tonight. I think that's pretty much it, unless anybody has anything else to add or questions or anything. Are we good? And we have a Flawless Empire call, right, coming up. And they're going to be talking about Team Cup, I think. So, and we'll talk about Team Cup more on the team page, too. And if you haven't seen that poll yet, I know Shannon already has a team. Carrie Danielle might have a team already. I don't know.
Not that I know of.
Got something up her sleeve. I don't know. But oh, don't forget, let's take a boomerang or a picture before we go. We got to document this because I can't. So I'm putting it on KD.
Is everyone on day 2 of what do you call it? MBF?
Yes.
You all do it like a day 2?
Yeah.
All right.
A picture or a boomerang?
It's gonna be a boomerang.
Sorry, I feel about day 2.
Boomerang.
No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Okay, let's see if I can do this. 3, 2, 1. I'm the only one boomeranging. Hold on, I look like an idiot. Georgiana's good. Okay, just take it as a regular picture. How do you do 2? This way? This is peace, right? This is 2? I don't know.
I don't care.
3,
I'm always going to
2,
keep.
1. Okay.
Great girl. Thank
Perfect.
you. You're the best.
All right, I'll
Love
see you all in a
you
few
guys.
minutes in
Thanks for
Flawless.
coming on. Yes, have a great night. I'll see you later. Mwah.
Bye.